What's going on, guys? This is the Sentrepreneur here today with a new video. Today I wanted to bring to you my top 10 designer fragrances for fall. These are, out of everything that I've smelled and that I own, what I would consider the top 10 for fall. There will be a niche list coming, but I just decided to do the designer video today, and for that reason, here it is. So what these are just top 10 killers that are going to do really, really well in the fall, and I hope that you can take some suggestions from these. They're all good, frankly, and the order is subject to change a little bit, but this is just what I came up with. Anyway, so guys, we're gonna kick this off with an honorable mention. The first I'd like to talk about here, Bleu de Chanel, only at the honorable mention spot. I don't really include this in any list because you can wear it year-round. It just feels redundant for me to squeeze Bleu de Chanel into a spot. You guys all know it fits. Same with like Dior Sauvage too, Versace Dylan Blue. They all fit just about any season, and I feel weird putting them in these top 10 fall, top 10 winter, whatever lists. So Bleu de Chanel, just an honorable mention. Fair warning, I have heard that this has been reformulated. Yet to check this out, but unfortunate because this stuff is a killer. Guys, kicking off this list at number 10, we've got two fragrances that are really more suited for work, more suited for casual. They're a bit lighter, and for that reason they didn't really rank as high on this list. For the fall, you want something that's gonna project and perform a little bit. These are probably, yeah, they're probably the weakest as far as performance goes on this list. Anyway, guys, the only tie on this list at number 10 between Yves Saint Laurent's L'Homme and, I've only got a decant for now, but Prada L'Homme. Both of them called L'Homme, fun fact. I just realized that, I'm smart. Anyway, like I said, these are both very light. They're pretty much work fragrances is where I can see them both really specializing. Quickly on L'Homme, you've probably heard about this one. It has been reformulated, so it's pretty weak right now. But what you're gonna get is an apple and ginger, sophisticated, warm vibe. It's very nice, and like I just said, very sophisticated. It's hard not to like. Now onto Prada L'Homme. This is the nicest, sexiest, cleanest fabric softener of all time. Iris and amber are what I really pick up, and they work so well to create this amazing, amazing fabric softener vibe. This is my fragrance of choice for work. I love it. I need a bottle. So, guys, at number 10, only reason these guys didn't place higher is similar to Bleu de Chanel. Really, they could fit anywhere, but these are great for the fall, man. Like, you can't go wrong with YSL L'Homme or Prada L'Homme. At number 9, guys, we got a fragrance that when I got into the game, this is one of my favorites. It's got chocolate, so say no more as far as I'm concerned, because that makes it amazing. But anyway, very good fragrance. Again, suffering from the reformulations. This one is Ligne by Guerlain Ligne to Guerlain Eau Extreme. So like I said, this is a new formulation. It doesn't have the border, the brown border. What you're gonna get out of this is, like, it starts off as an orange cleaner. Not very appealing. I hate it for about 10 minutes, but after that, it turns into this rich, semi-bitter cocoa-y powder with the orange that kind of keeps it fresh. And it's a great fragrance. It performs. It lasts a long time still, even with the reformulation. But, there's better options up this list. Still, Ligne to Guerlain Eau Extreme is amazing. Next up, guys, at number 8, the second one that I don't have a bottle of, and this is the last that I don't have a bottle of on this list. Again, this one could go pretty well any season, but I had to put it at this spot on this list. So good, so amazing. It's from Tom Ford, and it's Grey Vetiver. This sample is the Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum. They're both amazing. Oh, man, so good. It's the cleanest vetiver I've ever smelled. It's so sophisticated. It's like a bergamot. I think it's bergamot. And vetiver vibe. It's very clean, very sophisticated, very businessman-like. So that's Grey Vetiver. Highly slept on, in my opinion, still, even though some guys have tried to bring it to prominence. Highly slept on as one of those really classy businessman scents. Man, try it out. Grey Vetiver from Tom Ford at number 8. At number 7, we've got probably it's the cheapest one on this list, I think. It's from Yves de Sistel, and it's Thallium at number 7. This is a sugary, candied fruit type vibe. It's so sweet. And really the quality for the price you pay with thallium, it's amazing. It's even it's a tacky bottle. It's a bit of an iRobot looking bottle, but you know what? The juice inside's really good and it looks cool on your shelf to boot. Performs amazing, especially for what you pay. Quality there, thallium, very sexy scent, guys. Highly complimented on me. Urge you to check it out. At number 7, thallium, guys, from Yves de Sistel. Number 6, this is probably the heaviest fragrance on this list. I had to include it. It's so good. Probably more of a winter fragrance, but just had to put it on this list. It was one of those ones I just couldn't leave off. Another one from Tom Ford. This is Noir Extreme. Noir Extreme. Oh, it's definitely the most delicious fragrance on this list, and probably the number 2 ladies' favorite from what I've seen on this list. This is a dark, chocolatey, vanilla, semi-spicy, semi-woody, and kulfy thing. It smells so delicious and sweet and sexy and dark. It's so good. It's so good. It's definitely the most delicious fragrance on this list, and from what I've seen, it's a real killer with the ladies. Probably better suited for winter, but I don't care. I think it's unreal, and I'm going to be wearing it this fall. Number 5, guys. Next on this list, this is another soapy scent. This is another good soapy scent. This is one that I don't really give as much talk as it deserves, and that's because I personally think it's better for these cold months, as opposed to, say, Mugler Cologne or Prada L'Homme, which they're a bit light, frankly, and they're not as big a killers in the cold. But this soapy scent is a bit heavier. It's another one from Prada, and it's called Amber Pour Homme, the purple soap. You might have heard me talk about this before. I do think it smells like a purple soap. A luxury purple soap. This is along the same lines as Prada L'Homme smells like a luxury fabric softener. This smells like a luxury hand soap. It's very good. It projects like crazy. I don't get any amber out of this. I just get that soapy vibe. But it's a soapy scent that actually performs. Like, I wear this in the winter and like it kills it. So Prada Amber Pour Homme, very highly rated soapy fragrance. Amazing performing soapy fragrance, guys. Prada Amber Pour Homme. Check it out if you don't know it already. At number 4, this is my holiday scent of choice. It is another cheapie. I really had to think on the spot there if it was cheaper than thallium or not. They're very close. This is from Burberry, and it's London. This is one of my top cheap scents, man. It's so good. It's so good. It's amazing when the quality is there on a cheap fragrance. Burberry London, it's like a damp leaves on the ground type feel. There's a lot of tobacco, but it's not overly sweet. The first time I smelled this, I thought it was awful, but now it's just so beautiful. It's so perfect, especially for like the cold holidays. Burberry London at number 4. Check it out, man. It's so good and it's so affordable. Anyway, guys, at number 3, if you've seen my fall rotation video, you know this is my signature scent of choice for the fall. The top 2 on this list are a little harder to wear than that, but I had to place them higher. This is my signature scent for this fall, guys. It's from Hermes, and it's Terre d'Hermes. This is the dirty orange. It smells like an earthy orange with a bit of hay. It's kind of fresh, but at the same time, a little bit dirty, a little rough around the edges. Now, it's very good, very sophisticated, along the same lines of Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, where it takes like, I'm not entirely positive on the notes here, but it takes like an earthy or a note that's normally kind of violent, like in Grey Vetiver, it's vetiver, and they freshened it up, made it very nice, very appealing, very complimentable, and actually wearable, guys. So Terre d'Hermes, great fragrance. You could probably wear Terre d'Hermes year-round, but for me, it's better in, say, the fall or the spring. So, Terre d'Hermes at number 3, guys. Woohoo! Number 2, the top 2. These are so good. So good. Some of my favorite designers of all time, guys. This first one, oh, it's so tough to order these, but this one is my favorite on this list, I will say that. The reason number 1 beat it out is because it's better for the fall, in my opinion. This one at number 2, Carolina Herrera CH Men. This is so good. When I did my list of top 10 designers of all time, this was at number 2. Really, it could be number 1. It's definitely in that top 3 conversation. It's so good. If it had more performance, it would probably be at number 1, guys. But anyway, what you're gonna get is a sugary sweet leather with like this grassy woody vibe. It's so good. It's so highly complimented too. Guys and girls both compliment like crazy. Only issue is it doesn't perform. If you're looking for a similar vibe that actually performs, CH Privé, another great one. CH Men Privé. It's a little darker, a little heavier. I'm not sure if I like it as much as CH Men, but as an alternative, you could easily go with Privé. They're both killers, they're both amazing, and you could wear them both in the fall. But for me, this is where it's at. At number 2, guys, CH Men from Carolina Herrera. Well, you haven't seen it yet, so you can probably guess what my number 1 is, especially if you've been following me for a little bit. You know that this is my favorite from Thierry Mugler. It's the perfect one for the fall, too. It is Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler, like I said, at number 1. Now, as far as Pure Havane goes, it's I don't know what I can say about this one, man. It's got that cherry, honey, tobacco, and vanilla vibe. It's so good, and really the reason this made number 1 over CH Men is, yeah, it performs very, very well, but also when in the cool fall outside air, like it just, the sillage is unbelievable. This carries very, very well, and when you get whiffs of it, or when people get whiffs of it walking by, man, it's unreal. It's a killer. It smells so good. Even when I get wafts of it coming off me in the wind, oh, it's so good, man. This is the best Thierry Mugler for the fall, for sure, and it's also, in my opinion, the best designer for the fall of 2017, guys. Pure Havane. Right on, guys, this has been my list of top 10 designer fragrances for the fall of 2017. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of my list? What would you include instead of some of these? What would you take out? What would your list look like? Maybe you can give me some wicked ideas for new fragrances to test. I love testing new stuff, guys. Any suggestions, I'd love to take a look at them. Guys, this has been the Scentrepreneur. If you enjoyed this video and haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's new content coming out all the time. Fragrance reviews, top lists, rotation videos, first impressions, unboxings, the works. Also, guys, if you enjoyed this particular video, please toss me a thumbs up down below. That would be amazing. If you feel like seeing more of me, don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. My name is in the description if you want to add me. There's new fragrance and new me content just about every day. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get a chance to enjoy some beautiful fragrances this fall. See you in the next video, guys. Have an awesome day.